Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com, and today we're going to talk about the stretch program of the Osaki OS 7000 massage chair. Now, this Osaki OS 7000 has become a very popular chair, and one of the reasons it's become so popular is because of the intensity of the massage. Of all the chairs that we carry in our showroom and online, this one by default, or the default settings, are the most intense roller settings we've seen on any chair. The massage rollers go up and down your back in such a deep fashion that we've never seen a chair work the body over as aggressively and as intensively as this one does. Well, the stretch program is also the most intense program we've ever seen, most intense stretch program we've ever seen. And I'm going to turn on the chair and we're going to put it into the stretch program and show you what the chair is doing that makes it such an intense stretch. Now, as always, the chair will go through its regular scan and default to the weightless program. But when it does that, after it does that, I will push on the stretching program, which will just take a moment, and then we will watch the chair do its thing. Okay. Now we're into the stretch program. Now, the whole idea of stretch on a massage chair is the airbags in the ankles inflate and pin your feet into the chair. And then the chair will go up and down while the chair back goes up and down, and your body in the middle is kind of getting stretched one way or the other. Well, the Osaki adds an interesting twist to this. Now, first of all, let's show you what it's doing. It's inflating in the feet right now. So imagine feet in there. And we're going to, by the way, we're doing this right now without any body in the chair. And we're going to show it to you this way, and then we're going to put someone in the chair, and you can see it work the other way. Now, what it's doing, you're going to see now the ottoman's going down, the chair back is coming up all the way. Now the ottoman's going to come back up again, and it's going to put you in a position where you feel like it's trying to bend you forward, and it's a little uncomfortable and it kind of bugs a bit, but the essence here is to flex the back, flex the body. Now what you're going to see happen again is the airbags are going to inflate on the ankles and on the feet. Now you'll see the airbags here on the shoulders inflate. This is what makes this chair so unique. While the ankles are pinning the airbags are pinning your ankles in, and it's lowering the ottoman, the airbags at the shoulders are pinning the shoulders back, so your body can't slide down when the chair ottoman goes down. It stays put, the ottoman goes down, and look at this. The seat airbags inflate and lift the body up. Now, this is what makes it so interesting. You've got the airbags in the feet holding the foot down, pinning, tractioning your lower body. Then you have airbags tractioning your shoulders, and not only is that happening, now the airbags in the seat are lifting your body up, so it even enhances the stretch more. Now you can see in this position that the airbags are inflating from one side to the other. So you're getting rotation. The waist airbags and the seat airbags are going this way, so it's rotating the body that way, and then they deflate a little bit, and these ones inflate, and they move the body back the other way. So this is inducing a rotation into the low back and into the torso. While all this is going on, behind the scenes, these rollers are kind of moving up and down your back, gently and slowly, just kind of getting a rolling action done to the spine. Now, see, the ottoman has gone all the way down to the floor. The chair back has reclined even further, and the seat's inflating again. Your body is, the idea is that your legs are brought down, your body back is being brought down, and then your butt is being lifted by these airbags at the base of the chair. And I'm telling you something, that will work you'll actually feel like you're being pulled apart. And that's what I felt the first time. And the idea, of course, is to decompress everything that's being compressed all day from standing and sitting and hunching and slouching. Now this chair is kind of reversing that whole compression slouching effect with this amazing stretch. And now the chair back the ottoman comes up, the chair back comes up, and it'll alternate up and down, and the airbags will inflate and deflate, and that in essence is what is going on with the stretch program. Now all massage chairs that have a stretch program do something similar to this. They have an ottoman that goes up and down, a chair back that goes up and down, and while the ottoman goes down, by the way, there's always airbags that are inflating to traction the spine or traction the body by holding the legs down with the airbags, kind of pinning the ankles. Well, this one now has these shoulder airbags that are pinning the upper body, and the seat it's pushing your buttock up and stretching you even more. It's just fantastic. And if you like an intense stretch or an intense massage, this chair's got it for you. The stretch is called the tie stretch. and a THAI. And I once asked a client what a Thai stretch meant, and they said, well, a Thai massage is a very intense massage. And so I assume that that is the purpose of calling it a Thai stretch, because it's a very, very intense stretch program. But you'll love it. Well, we've seen it now we've seen it work and see how the mechanics work without a body in it. Now let's see how it looks with a person in the chair. So now we have Christy in the chair, and we're going to show how the stretching program works with a person actually in it. So we've already reclined the chair to the default position. I'm going to turn on the stretch program, and we're going to move these shoulder airbags down to her height. And she's a little shorter, so we're going to lower them below horizontal, so when they inflate against her shoulders and pull her shoulders back. The first thing that we're going to see is when we push the stretching button, the chair will come back to a default position, which is the ottoman up and the chair back up. And the first thing we'll see are the airbags in the calves or the ankles and in the feet, inflating to compress her foot and traction her feet in there. And then what are you feeling as far as rollers? Anything going up and down your back? Mm-hmm. Little rollers. Is it moving fast, or is it more moving slow?
Kind of fast.
Kind of fast. So the rollers are setting up, and now we're going to start to see the airbags and the shoulders inflate once the rollers have finished their roll, and we're going to see that in just a moment. Tell me what you're experiencing right now. Are the rollers moving? Are the rollers moving? No. It is heaven, though. Yes, it is heaven. Okay, now the chair's coming back up to neutral position, and I believe the calf. Okay, now the ankles are coming back up, and now what they've done is they brought the chair all the way up, so you're in more of a flexed position, and so you'll probably feel like you're getting bent, and when you keep your legs straight. Mm-hmm. And then now this will inflate again. Then we'll see the airbags. Okay, now the airbags and the shoulders are inflating. It'll compress against your shoulder, and you'll see that the ankle and feet is also compressing. And then the chair will recline. And what these airbags are doing is they're tractioning her shoulders, and the airbags and the ankles are tractioning her feet. So and now this is sliding up a little bit, but it's pulling the shoulders back. And then we see the airbags on the buttock inflating as well. Now, when she wasn't in the chair, the airbags were coming quite a bit up. Well, now that the weight of the body is on it, they don't inflate quite as much, but she'll feel the airbags lifting her body up. Mm-hmm. And that, combined with the tractioning of the shoulders and the tractioning of the feet, really contribute to a pretty intense stretch. Do you feel that? Mm-hmm. And now, in just a minute, okay, now we're seeing a rotation of the airbags. You see the left side and see how her hip is rotating up, and then it reclines, and then you see it rotating on the right. And then in a minute what we're going to see is it's going to recline even more. Okay, we'll just give that a second. Okay. And you can still feel the roll. I can see your head moving, so the rollers are still moving gently, and that contributes to the tractioning as well. The airbags have released on her shoulders, but the ankle airbags are still inflated, holding her down. Okay, see now the chair is reclining, the ottoman is going down, and the seat is inflating again, so she's still getting lifted up on either side, but now you can really feel a stretch. When you're in that position, you almost feel like you want to kind of protect yourself, like it's too much. Do you feel that?
It feels good.
It's a very intense feel, and I don't know if you heard that, but she said it feels good, and that's the effect of the stretch. And in a moment, of course, it'll come back up again, and the rollers will work a little bit on her back. But that is essentially, now you see also how it's inflating from side to side, and it's rotating there, and then it rotates here, pulls her there, and the whole while her feet are being entrapped by the airbags in the foot, in the ankle, and the feet. So that is essentially how the stretch program works. Eventually, it'll finish its run, and it'll come back up to a neutral position. Okay. So that is the stretch program with someone in it, so now you can see what to expect. You can see the way that her body was. Her body was way back. The seat was inflated forward. The ottoman was down and tractioning her feet. And it may not look that intense when you're laying on it, but when you're in it yourself, it is very intense, and you really feel the stretch. As a matter of fact, I remember sitting it the first time, I actually felt myself guarding, because it took me a minute to consciously relax and get used to the idea of that body being stretched like that. It's a wonderful feeling. But anyways, that's the stretch program of the Osaki OS 7000 massage chair. I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief. Please remember to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to receive more video updates when we put out new ones each week. Like us on Facebook, share us with your Facebook friends or on Twitter. We'd love to have you, and we appreciate you watching this video today. Have a great day. Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com, and today we're going to talk about the stretch program of the Osaki OS7000 massage chair. Now, this Osaki OS7000 has become a very popular chair, and one of the reasons it's become so popular is because of the intensity of the massage. Of all the chairs that we carry in our showroom and online, this one by default, or the default settings, are the most intense roller settings we've seen on any chair. The massage rollers go up and down your back in such a deep fashion that we've never seen a chair work the body over as aggressively and as intensively as this one does. Well, the stretch program is also the most intense program we've ever seen, most intense stretch program we've ever seen. And I'm going to turn on the chair and we're going to put it into the stretch program and show you what the chair is doing that makes it such an intense